Hey guys, it's Sylvia, Beauty Junkie 824, and I am coming to you guys today because it is my 1 month surgiversary. Actually, yesterday was my 1 month surgiversary, but I don't know what's going on why I'm not able to make videos on Tuesday, but yesterday was a crazy day. I had to go to a funeral, and then I had to work really late last night also, so it just didn't work out for me to do that. Especially with, trying to go to the gym and everything in the morning. So, let's see here. I'll start with my numbers like usual. At the start of my journey, I was 243.8. On my day of surgery, I was 200.5. Last week, I weighed in at 188.8. And this week, I weighed in at 186.4. which is a 2.4 loss, 2.4 pound loss. So that is awesome news. So super happy. Just stoked. I'm totally happy with that. And that brings me to a total weight loss of 57.4 pounds. And total since my day of surgery is 14.1. which I know to some people probably doesn't seem like very much, but because I was, by the time I had gotten to surgery, I was on the lower end. I know that my weight loss will probably be a little bit slower. But like I said, 2.4 pounds, totally happy with that. So 1 month later, after VSG surgery, I am still on my stage 3 diet, which means that I can eat, soft meats, deli meat, very moist chicken, tuna, with mayonnaise, eggs, and then the usuals, cottage cheese, yogurt, and things like that. So, any kind of soft fish. So that is great. It's been pretty okay to stay on that. I can also have saltine crackers, and I know that like a lot of your doctors just want you guys to stay away totally from carbs and stuff like that, but Kaiser is actually really adamant about having you stay really balanced, and on their meal plan pretty much everything at probably twice a day incorporates having some kind of whole grain, whether it's half a slice of well toasted bread or 2 crackers and stuff like that. But they do have you incorporate grains and things like that into your diet. I think one of the meal plans even, potatoes, they tell you to have, mashed potatoes or steamed potatoes and everything, and vegetables, of course. I am not able to eat steak yet, and I am also not able to eat any raw vegetables, so no salads and things like that. I'm even careful with things like, chunky salsa because it has the onions in it and stuff like that. So no raw veggies yet. But I mean, it really hasn't, I haven't felt really deprived. So that's been a really good thing. Actually, my husband and I went out on a date on Saturday, and we went to P.F. Chang's. And I kind of, glazed over the menu a little bit, just to kind of get an idea before we left to make sure that they would have some choices available for me. So I ended up ordering the grilled mahi-mahi, which was really tender. So that was nice. And it was a 4-course meal for 2 or something like that. And I was able to have all 4 courses. The first course was the egg drop soup, and I think I had like 4 spoonfuls of that. And then there was the salt and pepper calamari. that was definitely breaking a rule because it is fried. And I really had to chew it to get it, but I had 2 like little teeny tiny pieces. It was probably like, I want to say 1/4 of an inch by an inch long, and I had 2 of those little tiny pieces, so it wasn't very much at all. And then Then that's when the grilled mahi-mahi came out, and it was served on this huge bed of rice. And I had a bite of the rice, but I just had room for the mahi-mahi, which I was able to fit in about 2 ounces of that. And then for dinner, or for dessert, they brought out these, gosh, these were really good too. It was a fried banana plantain with like ice cream and berries and everything like that. And it was a huge platter. And I had a half of a half. And so it was probably about that big. And so I ate about a bite of that. And I had a little tiny bite of the ice cream. And that was it. I mean, I felt good because I was able to enjoy the whole meal with my husband while still following my rules. I was getting protein in, I did break a little bit by having the bite of the dessert, but I mean, the old Sylvia would have eaten all my portion plus some of his and been like, oh, you're not going to eat that piece, right? And yeah, that didn't happen. He had a couple of bites, and then I brought the rest home for my kids, and they were totally happy. So yeah, it was nice to know that I can still, even with this pretty strict diet that I'm on right now, be able to go into a restaurant and enjoy my time with my husband, and enjoy the social aspect of eating out, and still only having what I needed to have. And I didn't go anywhere near over my calories for the day, so it was perfect. I got my protein in, I got my water in, and stayed under my carbs, stayed under my everything. So it worked out really nicely. One big non-scale victory, I guess you could call it, is this is the first time in all the times that I've ever lost weight that I've actually been able to appreciate where I am. I'm able to look in the mirror and I can see that my body shape is different. I can see that my overall appearance is smaller, that I'm, more defined. I have a little bit more shape. It's amazing. I'm able to look at myself and see that I've lost weight, and that is something I haven't experienced before. I tried to see it before, but you look at yourself with that critical eye, and, I would look and see, oh, but there's still this flaw and that flaw. And a big part of why I think I had so many issues before with weight loss is that, I wasn't weighing myself regularly, so I never really know, and all I could do is gauge myself on how I looked, and I didn't see all of that difference, and so that was discouraging. But I know that it was because I was looking at myself with such a critical eye. So it's nice to be able to look at myself and see a slimmer self, and look at my jeans and see that they're significantly smaller than the jeans that I've been giving up. So that's amazing. But that jeans thing brings me to another subject really quickly. So I packed up all of my larger clothes, and the stuff that, one of my friends wanted, I packed that up for her. And then there was other things that she didn't want, so I was going to go ahead and take that to this place called the Buffalo Exchange that we have in San Francisco and in Berkeley. So I packed everything up and I took it over to the Buffalo Exchange. I probably had like a pretty big, like the big Nordstrom's brown bag full of really nice clothes that any plus size girl, I'm sure, would have been happy to have. Do you know that they did not take not even half of the clothes? The girl looked at it and was like, oh, this doesn't have shape. Oh, this doesn't have shape. And I'm like looking at this girl who is probably a size 0 and thinking to myself, do you even have any idea how to dress a plus size body or what plus size clothes looks like? For you to look at something that when I put it on takes shape, and to just look at it and hold it up and go, oh, it's big. We're not taking that. I was just astonished. So that was a big thumbs down for Buffalo Exchange. Won't be doing that again. But I just thought I would put that out there because I thought that was kind of crazy. Oh, and Buffalo Exchange is like a consignment shop. Anyway, I am out of time, so I will talk to you guys later. Bye.